median days on market. So this is the number of days that it takes homes to go from freshly listed to we have now accepted an offer. And it's the median, so it is the halfway point of the data set. So if there are 100 homes, it is number 50. It is not 100, add up 1 through 100 and divide by 100. That's an average, that's a mean. We're talking about a median, it's the halfway point. And the reason I like medians so much is if you're dealing with numbers where you have an excessively large number, you've got a $3 million house and a whole lot of less than $1 million houses, then that $3 million house is going to bring your average up too high. And the inverse of that is true as well. If you've got a $50,000 house, it's an absolute pile of trash that was just for sale, basically for the land, that's going to throw your numbers off the other way. So medians are a good way to look at it. And it was 5 days. So if you put your home for sale on a Monday, you had an accepted offer by Friday in the median. Now that means that if there were 100 homes for sale, 50 of them had accepted offers by 5 days, and the other 50 were longer than 5 days. And we can't define how long past 5 days we're talking about just by looking at the median. But we'll see that it has been going up, and I would go beyond so slightly. It's been going up. Look, we were down here at 5 a year ago, and we hung out there, and then it grew last fall, kind of hung out here in the winter, hitting a peak of 20, almost 3 weeks, 19 on December of last year. But now it's starting to come down. And this is, again, one of those numbers where we're talking about all of Tippecanoe County here. We could zoom in and we would see a slightly faster market momentum, days on market, in West Lafayette. West Lafayette is typically the strongest market, submarket here in our area, the fastest moving, the highest demand. So this was ticking up, this was ticking up, this was ticking up. And I was thinking, is this a sign of a move towards normalcy? Or was this just our normal winter malaise magnified by a degree or two? And I wasn't quite certain. I figured it was likely the winter malaise, but there was a chance. And again, not scary that it was going up. And again, we can see the trend lines that the statisticians put in here. This pink line down here shows that we were following the general trends. We just snuck above it a little bit. And quite frankly, I wouldn't mind if it went up a little bit more from a buyer's perspective, but from a seller's perspective, it's a very strong sign that days on market are going back down. And I would guess that's going to continue to fall through the summer and into the early fall until about the time that school goes back. There's a little bit of a bump, pause, hiccup in the market, if you will, when people are getting their kids ready to go back to school. So that's days on market. And I think the story there tells us that we are indeed still in a healthy market from a demand standpoint. We may not be in a healthy market as far as a balance standpoint. If you're a buyer, you got to be pre-approved. You got to have your favorite local realtor ready to go. If you're looking for a home and you see it come on the market and you don't have your favorite realtor, ready to go, if you're not pre-approved, you are too late. And I don't say that to be salesy. It's just the truth. I have some great friends in the mortgage industry that can get you pre-approved pretty quickly. But by the time you go gather all your documents and get everything done, it's not an instantaneous process. And some of these homes, if it's 5 days and there's 100 of them sold, that means that 50 of them went in less than 5 days, which some of them went day of. So if you're interested in buying here in Tippecanoe County, you got to be ready to go, which means hiring a realtor to look after your interests. And the entire reason that this channel exists, the entire reason is because I'm a realtor and I love home here in the Lafayette area, and I'd love to help you find home here in the Lafayette area.